Welcome to Rainier Avenue Radio. Playoff football, the Snohomish Panthers are coming down here to Leon H. Brigham Field to take on the Rainier Beach Vikings, the Beach Boys. Coached, the Snohomish Panthers head coach is Joey Hammer, and of course the head coach for the Rainier Beach Vikings, Corey Sampson. Sampson has done an amazing job with this program. And once again, the Rainier Beach Vikings have exceeded expectations. Even though expectations were higher this year, the Vikings have come out and played some really, really good football. Well, we're about to get ready for the kickoff here. And one of the things that Vikings have on their team is speed. And joining me is Jeremy Beckwith. Jeremy, how you doing, man? Good. And I'm trying to see who that back is there, Jeremy, with Caleb Presley to receive.
That is number 6, Shockey Davis.
Shockey Davis. And he is electric. And it's kind of a squib kick that bounces up high. Beach grabs it on the 40, returned up the middle, almost to the midway point at the 50-yard line.
That is number 24 to Elijah Holloway.
And Holloway on the return. Beach will start with the ball to Elijah Holloway. Again, sometimes when that ball bounces up in the air on those squib kicks, it's hard to get a hold of, and you might want to follow it. Holloway said, "No, I'm going to take this thing, and I'm going to see if I can make some yards." Chance Guadez at quarterback for the Rainier Beach Vikings in the shotgun. 2 receivers split to the left. One, Davis comes back and then returns handoff up the middle. Scott Ray Humphrey. You're going to see a lot of him, at least if you're a Snohomish Panther, and you're going to hear that name a lot as well. Humphrey goes just off the left guard for about 2 yards. The sun is down now, and you know, Jeremy, it was colder. It's colder now. It's just going to stay this way. But we got caught in a little rainstorm.
Yeah, we did.
In the Garfield game. Guadez again.
Started off messy, but then ended sunny.
And up the middle again, that's Holloway. Ball's on the ground. Beach is going to retain possession, but with forward progress, they're going to say that was about a couple more yards. So it's going to be 3rd and about 6 for the Vikings. All the way in the backfield on the right side of Guadez. Guadez claps a couple times. Here comes the snap. Looking downfield, looks to the right side, has the man open. It's going to be complete, and a flag down, and Jalen Green makes the catch in traffic. Green, a big target, and Green is a young man that if you sleep, he's gone. So we'll see later on in the game. I have no doubt they will be testing the Snohomish secondary with Jalen Green. So that's going to be first down. Oh, looks like we have a penalty there.
Indeed. Green is a big target. Will go up and catch balls anywhere, anytime.
So it is going to be a first down. So that penalty is going to be added on to the end of the catch there. I'm not sure. I didn't get the signal. Jeremy, did you catch what that was? Was it holding?
I think it was pass interference.
Pass interference. So Beach with the ball now at the Panthers' 32.5-yard line. Guadez hands it off inside to Holloway. Holloway met at the line of scrimmage, keeps the feet moving, and gets a couple yards out of it, maybe 3. I think they're going to give him at least 2. So Beach, as they say, on program, starting off with a couple of runs. Get the first down on the pass to Green, and Holloway picks up 2. Josh Connerly out there at the left guard on offense, highly recruited. Guadez again in the shotgun, looking downfield, looks to the left, passes up. Oh, that's going to be pass interference.
Clearly.
Yeah, that's going to be pass interference. There is Snohomish Panther defensive back just bear hugged.
There should definitely be no argument about this call.
And I think that was Ellis Bronca, who was wrapped up and couldn't even reach up for the ball. So that's going to be pass interference on Snohomish, and Beach continues to move the ball downfield. So they're going to mark off the yardage there, not the spot of the foul. That'll be an automatic first down for Beach now at about the 14-yard line. So Guadez is going to line up behind center Scotche Humphrey. About 7 yards deep in the backfield. Chance for him to pick up some momentum. Goes over the left side, just outside of left guard. Burrows ahead for a gain of about 6. It's about 6, and they'll put that just outside the 10-yard line, so they'll still be able to get a first down at just outside the 5 or inside the 6. Beach quickly lines up again. Jalen Green lines up deep to the right side. Again, handoff inside to Holloway. Holloway breaks around the corner. Holloway is going to take it just outside the end zone. I don't see it yet from the referee. And there we have it. That's going to be touchdown Beach as Holloway goes around the right side, dips in, takes the receiver, scoots around the corner, and gets it into the end zone. And right away, Rainier Beach is going to go on top 6-0 with 9:03 left here in the first quarter. Beach in their first possession is on the board.
Indeed, Holloway used his speed to get to the edge, get the score.
And then they outran everybody.
For sure.
And they, what do they call that, Jeremy? A nose for the end zone.
Definitely.
So we've got the after point up here. And that's going to be number 72. I don't have a set.
73.
73.
73, okay. Pedro
Aparicio. All right, and the extra point is good. And so again, Beach on top, 7-0 in the first quarter. Mr. Daniel Bellis, we've already got a touchdown. Do we have anything going on around the league so far?
Around the states, you know, with
around the states, that is true. We are in the
playoffs. But the superiority of Metro is just shining. Even though Bishop Blanchette went out on the first day, everybody else from Metro has advanced, and it's looking to be the case early on for Seattle Prep as well. 21-seeded Seattle Prep is at the end of the first quarter. They're up over number 12 Mountain View, 17-7.
Ballard won last night?
No, Bishop Blanchette was eliminated yesterday.
What about Ballard?
They were eliminated in the Metro playoffs. Then they played an extra game.
So Metro looking good so far in Rainier Beach. Beach Boys keeping that going. You're live on Rainier Avenue Radio. It's me, Tony B. Joining me is our star intern, Jeremy Beckwith. Jeremy, man, you came in and hit the ground running. How's your experience so far?
I've had a great time, just learning everything, learning from Tony. It's been great, learning the system, learning how to work things. I think this is very valuable.
Who do we have deep back there for the Snohomish Panthers?
Number 3, Joshua Vandergrind and Wyatt Doran.
Again, a short kick. Penalty on the field. We'll see what this is about.
Wonder what this could be.
And, now that the game has started, I think I actually warmed up a little bit.
I'd say the opposite. My hands are pretty cold. Looking for any way to warm up.
Maybe it's all in my mind, Jeremy, because it is cold out here. The Hawk has descended on Seattle from Chicago.
Looks like they're going to re-kick it.
And if you don't know about that Chicago Hawk, let me tell you, it's cold and you can't layer up. Kind of feeling like that right now. Football weather, as they say. Tonight here, Saturday night, under the lights, we have playoff action. Beach just put one in the end zone, and we'll re-kick this from the 35. And again, kind of a short pooch kick. It's caught and downed. That was number 14 for Snohomish, Kyle Hansen. And, he just caught it, and we'll just keep the peace, he says, and gave himself up, didn't put a knee down, but put his hand up and said, I'm good. I'm good on this. So starting from their own 45, 45 and a half, 45 and a quarter. How about that? They put the ball actually just inside the 45-yard line. It appears that the 10-yard marker is outside of that. Hey. Ball is snapped. Pass is incomplete. That pass was intended for Joshua Vandergrind. And who do we have at quarterback, Jeremy, for the Panthers?
We have number 13, Kyle Hammer.
Kyle Hammer's joined in the backfield by ball is handed off inside. And again, that looks like Joshua Vandergrind gets back to the line of scrimmage and maybe just a tad more. So they're going to give him 4 yards on that one before progress.
Still with the yard gainers. Beach that was some impressive run defense.
And back to drop. Left-hander drops the ball out a little bit behind, and that pass was also intended for Vandergrind. So Hammer and Vandergrind trying to find a connection here. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 7 to go, and they will initially, I think.
They will go for it.
Well, they're lining up a little deep there. Might be a pooch kick. We'll see.
Yeah, because he is listed as a kicker.
Snap is high. Kick is almost blocked. It is blocked. Can't find the ball. Now it's bouncing the wrong way. And finally, Snohomish falls on the ball. His players were looking west. The ball was behind them and bounced back east on the field. They actually lose yardage on the punt, and Beach will take over at the 38-yard line of Snohomish. Jeremy, that was not the plan.
Not at all.
It looked like they were setting up for a little pooch kick instead of stepping back and getting full punt formation.
Yeah,
Kick was blocked. Beach with the ball now. Guadez in the shotgun. Hands the ball left inside to Scott Trey Humphrey. Humphrey goes around the end. Humphrey still on his feet. Humphrey just bullet his way through the Snohomish defense for a pickup of about 8, where he should have been stopped at the line of scrimmage. Scott Trey Humphrey is a lot to handle.
This is not the ideal start for Snohomish Panthers right now.
Can't be what they were thinking about when they came down here from the north. It'll be 2nd and about 2. Got a screen pass over to Green. They try to get the ball to Green. He's got it. Green's on the sideline. And Green tiptoes down the sideline, ends up picking them up the 1st down, a pickup of about 9. And they're going to move that down to the 17-yard line of Snohomish, and Beach quickly back up to the line as they're playing quick.
Wing kind of got us.
Mm-hmm. Ball handed off inside to Holloway, met by a couple of Snohomish defenders in there. Jeremy, I see number 11, Gavin Maynard, who plays linebacker, was in there on the stop, along with a couple of other players as well for Snohomish. 7:10 here to go in the first quarter. Guadez bobbles the ball, finds an open player. Shockey Davis eludes attacker, and Davis makes his way down to the 6-yard line, and that'll be another first down. That's going to make it first and goal now for Beach with 6:56 here to go in the first quarter. And again, Beach to the line quickly. 2 receivers spread out to the right. Guadez in the shotgun. Holloway just behind him on the right side. 2 receivers to the left. Ball handed off to Holloway. Holloway right up the middle, right up the gut. Gets the ball down to about the 1-2 yard line.
I like this fast-paced offense by Rainier Beach, keeping the defense on their toes, keeping them thinking. I like it.
And again, Beach lines up quickly. Snap to Guadez, looks inside, finds Jalen Green all alone inside. Fake left, went cut inside right towards the goalpost. Guadez hit him in the hands. Jalen Green, touchdown. Rainier Beach Vikings. The Vikings up now 13-0 with 6:22 here to go. And this started, Jeremy, with the punt attempt that just it looked bad from the start. The punt was high, ended up being blocked, deflected, losing yardage on the punt, and Beach takes the ball, and well, that's what you do after a turnover. You go down and you put the ball in the end zone. Take advantage of that.
Yeah, that was a great field placement for Rainier Beach. I'm sure any team would like it near the 40 on their own side. So, yeah.
And again, joining me on commentary, and I got 4 eyes and can't see, so now I have 6. Jeremy Beckwith helping me out. Jeremy, let's talk a little bit about your background. You were a senior at Cleveland, right?
Yes, indeed. I like Cleveland. Treated me well. School's going great. I'm liking Cleveland. I'm liking Rainier Avenue Radio. I hope to continue on, meet new people, meet more people, and yeah, just have a great time, have fun with this.
And for you, this is right up your alley. You are interested in a career in broadcast, correct?
Correct. I've always liked sports as a kid. I've always used to imitate broadcasters, imitate sports debaters. So yeah, I'm liking the young experience I'm getting right now.
And over there on the camera, Lourdes Prem, a junior at Franklin High School. And we just really love our internship program and the opportunity to bring young folks in here and give them hands-on training. Beach about to kick off. Again, that's Pedro Aparicio. And another kick on the ground. This one's might go out of bounds. Hangs in there. No, goes out of bounds at the 24, 25-yard line. The flag goes up. And so I believe that they will take over at the 35 when the kick goes out of bounds. Snohomish with an opportunity once again to get started on offense. When I think of Snohomish, I think of punishing running back Rick Finney, who went on to play at the University of Washington and professionally spent time with the Vikings. Probably had his share of games here at Leon H. Brigham Memorial Field. Ball handed off inside, and a nice inside running there again by Joshua Vandergrine. Vandergrain, 5'8", 170-pound senior, picking up some tough yards inside.
Number 44, Jacob Co. in there for the tackle.
Once again, Hammer.
High snap.
And Vandergreen again, and Vandergreen pounds his way near the first down. Might actually just be a few inches short. And so right now, the Panthers are giving the Vikings a steady dose of Joshua Vandergreen. And they're going to say he did make the first down, so they'll move the chains. Snohomish now at their own 45-yard line. Hammer back to pass. The lefty looks left, can't find anybody, drops back. Finally throws the pass, gets it past the line of scrimmage, but throws the ball out of bounds as Beach was bringing the heat.
Good coverage by number 5, Caleb Presley.
And that'll make it 2nd and 10 now from the 45 for Snohomish. 3 receivers to the short side of the field. Hammer in the shotgun. Again, the ball handed off inside to Joshua Vandergreen, and nothing going there as the Beach defense, Jeremy, a number of players in on that tackle.
Indeed, number 19, Emmanuel Donaldson. Number 24, Elijah Holloway.
And big Josh Connerly in there.
As Tony said, highly recruited.
Hammer lines up, drops back again. Pressure from Beach. Gets the ball away and nobody there. Again, Jeremy, pressure from the Beach front line.
Looks to be causing a lot of trouble.
It does indeed.
As they bring on the punt team, I'm guessing.
And so again, 4th down, and this time Snohomish lines up in a more traditional punt formation.
Back to receive for Rainier Beach, number 5, Caleb Presley.
.449 here to go. Beach in front, 14-0. Playoff football.
Seems to be a flag on the play.
And so we had a timeout call evidently before the play clock was about to run out. Again, you're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio. It's me, Tony B, bringing you exciting high school playoff football. The Snohomish Panthers have come down here to take on the Rainier Beach Vikings, the Beach Boys. Again, you got to give it up to Corey Sampson. He's doing a great job with that program. And I believe it was 2017 that actually Beach surprised everyone and made their way down to the Tacoma Dome. Lost in the finals there. But Sampson did his thing and reloaded, and here they are back again. Again with a number of different skill player positions and defense side as well, and one of the most highly recruited players in the country with Josh Connerly.
As I said, back to receive for the punt, Caleb Presley.
There's the punt, gets it away, hits the ground. Presley lets it bounce, runs over, thinks about picking it up, and then just backs away. And finally, that ball will be down by Tanner Dorsey.
Rainier Beach offense going back on the field.
All right, so Jimmy, that time they get the punt off, as you know, essentially 3 major parts of the game: offense, defense, and special teams. And that wasn't what they were looking for from their special teams. Beach up now 14-0. So Beach with the ball again on offense, put out to the left side is Ellis Bronca. What is gets the snap, hands the ball off inside and right up the middle. That'll be a pickup of about 2-3 yards for Beach, and that's going to set up about a 2nd and 7 situation. Holloway is going to come out. Hawk must be sitting on top of Climate Pledge Arena. It's still cold, but we don't have that wind chill factor added in right now. Guadez again with two receivers to the left in the shotgun. 1 second on the shot clock, and I don't know if they got the Guadez tried to call timeout. I don't know if they got it in or not. No, they didn't. So, again, that's going to be a violation on the play clock. And you know, Jeremy, there's just really no excuse for those, whether it's the players being misaligned or the coaches not getting the play in. You really got to get the ball off in time.
I definitely agree. Should be understood what the play is. Should be understood or aware of the time. Bad execution by Rainier Beach.
So that's going to back the ball up 5 yards. It'll be second now and about 11 or 12 to go. Guadez with the ball looks to the right. Again, finds an open receiver. Ball is caught. Breaks the tackle and pushed out of bounds up to the 31-yard line. And that will be another first down for Beach. And Guadez to Shockey Davis. That'll move the chains.
Shockey Davis, very elusive. Let him in open space. He has a chance to take it to the house anytime.
Anytime, from anywhere, when Shockey Davis gets his hands on the ball. Watch out now. Ball handed off inside. And Snohomish holds ground. Keeps Humphrey to a short game. They're going to give him a little bit of forward progress, and he'll pick up a couple. Second down and 8. Here to go for Beach from their 34-yard line. Rainier Avenue Radio World, your home for high school sports. And a whole lot more. Guadez now again in the shotgun. Two receivers to the left. Green takes off over to the right side of the field. In the slot, ball handed off inside to Humphrey. Humphrey again right over left guard behind Josh Connerly. And that's a pair with Josh Connerly in front of Scott Trey Humphrey. You don't really want to be in the way.
I definitely agree. One thing I like about Rainier Beach's running backs is that they run hard no matter who's in the way. They will find a way to get some yardage.
Jalen Green now split out to the left side. That's going to be third and about 2.5 for the first down. Ball handed off to Scott Trey Humphrey. Humphrey stopped, and with an extra effort, might Jeremy have picked up that first down. Was stopped behind the line, grabbed, kept the legs moving, and we'll see where they mark it. And they are going to move the chains, Jeremy. That's going to be a first down, and that was pretty much all Scott Trey Humphrey.
I agree. Looked like a blitz or someone was unblocked for Snohomish Panthers. Caden Alexander, number 44. Got in there early, but couldn't get the tackle.
First down, Beach now at their 43-yard line. Guadez looks to the right side, completes a pass. Pass is caught, shakes and bakes a little bit and moves the ball forward. And Ellis Bronca with a pickup of about 9.
Ellis Bronca, another receiver, likes to use his speed in open space, but can also catch the every route in the route tree.
An important part of the passing game, Jeremy, is the catch.
Yeah, can't go anywhere without that ball.
You can run the routes, but if you don't grab, you don't catch the football. Second down and about 1.5 now. Again, ball handed off inside to Holloway. Holloway breaks a couple tackles, still on his feet. Swarmed and with forward progress, that's going to be a first down, and they might just mark that. No, they're going to back it up a little bit and mark it at the 41, just outside the 41 of Snohomish. And Beach quickly again to the line.
As I said, you can always appreciate a running back who runs hard. Holloway showed that right there, picking up the first down.
Guadez with the ball, looks left, instead goes deep to Green, and that's going to be overthrown by about 7 yards. But
might have been a little miscommunication right there.
But again, they're going to test Snohomish secondary. That's not going to be the last time they see Jalen Green on a go route.
Yeah, with a big target like Jalen Green, anyone would like to use him as a deep threat, end zone threat, anywhere. 6'5" wide receiver.
And a pretty good basketball player too.
Indeed, got my fair chance of going at him.
Guadez again finds an open receiver on the right side. And again, we're going to have another first down, maybe at least close to the first down. We'll see where the referees spot the ball. And Jeremy, right now, Guadez is surveying the field and finding the open receiver and putting the ball on the money too.
Yes. Looks really comfortable, patient, just seeing where receivers will land. And the Rainier Beach receivers are doing a well job of getting open, I must say.
So that's a very manageable third down situation right now as we have a timeout on the field. Third down and about a yard to go, and we're going to go to Mr. Daniel Bellis. What's going on, D?
Some interesting developments down in the south end of the state for the Greater St. Helens League's own champion Mountain View, who are hosting Seattle Prep. It's late in the first quarter, but it's been stopped by lightning. They're getting the rain that we got plus lightning, and apparently it's struck at least 7 times, and every single time it is struck, the delay of game clock has been reset, and it is still on a delay of game. And apparently the Mountain View band has been entertaining everybody. They've played throughout the entire hiatus as the play continues to be. But right now it is 17-14 Prep over Mountain View. Late in the first, waiting for the lightning to stop.
Okay. Lightning play, strike up the band. And we're going to head into second quarter action here at Memorial Stadium. Beach in front, 14-0. Beach with the ball. Third and about 1 to go. You got Scott Trey Humphrey in the backfield. What do you think the odds are that he's going to get the ball?
I'd say 80% chance.
Pretty dang high. And no, it's a pass, the screen to the left side. Presley makes a man miss. Presley is going to outrun everybody through the end zone. Presley looked like he might be caught by a Snohomish player with the angle and then just outran the angle. Caleb Presley again. Snohomish might have been thinking, hey, we got to watch out for big Scott Trey Humphrey. Guadez drops back, fires a screen pass to the left side to Caleb Presley. Presley makes a man miss, and that's what you want on the screen, and he was off to the races.
Yeah, Caleb Presley showing off that speed. We know that he can lock down on defense, but he just showed you what he can do on offense, ladies and gentlemen.
So speaking of lightning, a little lightning here from the Rainier Beach Vikings offense. We come out in the second quarter, Vikings up 20-0. And Pedro Aparicio pretty busy here. His field goal attempt is up, and that one is good now, making it 21-0.
Oh, it's no good.
Oh, no good. Off to the left. So, and that, folks, is why I need those extra set of eyes to make 6. So 11:52 here left to go. My 2 eyes, my 2 lenses on my glasses, and Jeremy Beckwith to make sure.
Yeah, despite the missed field goal, though, Rainier Beach offense is really looking good right now.
Yes, South Beach is moving the ball. And Jeremy, they're doing it on the ground and they're doing it through the air. So they've got Snohomish now just completely off balance.
Yeah, definitely a dual threat offense. Rainier Beach kickoff team on the field right now.
Mr. Bellis, anything? We got anything to report here?
At 7 p.m. at the conclusion of this game, there will be 2 more district games that will kick off. Number 8 Peninsula will host the 25th seeded Edmonds Woodway from the Westco, and number 14 Spanaway Lake will host number 19 Liberty from Kinko. Both of those kicking off at 7.
So by the end of the night, the field of 32 will be reduced to 16.
Yep, and then a panel or a brain trust or whatever you want to call it of representatives from the state will put together a playoff grid tomorrow.
And again, Pooch kicked this one caught in the air. And again, once again, caught by Kyle Hansen.
Interesting strategy by Rainier Beach, trying to catch Snohomish off guard with these squib kicks.
So they are going to mark that at the 37 of Snohomish. The Hammer. Don't hurt him, Hammer. Hands the ball off inside. Over to the right side, trying to find some room on the outside. Cuts back inside as Joshua Vandergrind. And Beach is there, stringing that ball out to the sideline and forcing Vandergrind to cut it back up inside where the interior Beach defense was there waiting. 2nd and 10 now. Snohomish still trying to figure this out on offense. So Vandergrind goes to the left, to the right, looks back left, can't find anybody, and just drops down. Ran to the right side and looked like they were trying to set up a mixed direction, Jeremy, to the left side, and it just wasn't developing, and Hammer ran out of time.
Rainier Beach defense not fooled, very disciplined on that play. And Snohomish is looking at a 3rd down and about, I would say 13, 12 maybe.
Kill Hammer, the 6'3", 215-pound quarterback, the lefty, lots of time, finds a receiver open, but the play is made immediately. And I believe that was
Elijah Holloway.
Elijah Holloway again on defense this time, making his presence felt. Well, here they are again with the 4th down situation, this time from their own 44-yard line. Snohomish yet to do anything really on offense.
Looks like they're going to go for it here, Tony.
So, and again, line up this time in more of a traditional shotgun. So we might be getting the play, and we do. And we've got a pass. That's going to be overshot on the right side, intended for Gavin Maynard. And so Rainier Beach now will take over on downs with 9:57 here to go. I don't know. A lot of clock left, Jeremy. I don't think you want to really give this high-powered Rainier Beach offense the ball in your own territory. I probably would have kicked that one, but hey, I'm not the coach.
Coach felt comfortable going for it. Looked like about 3 yards. Believed this offense could get it. Didn't happen. So Rainier Beach offense is out here.
Guadez almost drops the ball. Goes back, looks deep downfield. Got a man there. Pass is complete. Touchdown, Rainier Beach. Guadez looked like he might be dropping the snap. Gathered himself back, kept his head up, looked downfield, and found the wide open receiver for the touchdown.
There is a flag on the play, though. Wonder what that's about. Joshua Connolly has his hands up, wondering what the call is, too. Wouldn't imagine he'd be getting a penalty. How highly recruited he is.
Well, everybody's walking back. Offense back on the field. And so we've got illegal use of hands or holding on Beach. And so that will all be for naught.
It's very unfortunate.
So they're going to mark that ball all the way back. Instead of 7 up on the board.
At about the 38-yard line.
And so because they're marking this from the spot of the foul, Jeremy, that's going to be first and about 500 yards to go for first down. Well, more like about 25, but it's a lot.
Yeah, 38 all the way to the other 38.
And they've got the screen set up to Bronca. Bronca, not really anywhere to go on that one. As Cole Taylor was there for the Panthers, sniffing that one out right on top of it. Short pickup. Second down, and again, a whole bunch.
Look like the Snohomish defense looks to turn up and take advantage on Beach's large loss of yards. Great coverage.
Guadez again in the shotgun. For Beach, 2 receivers split to each side. Guadez fires up the pass again to an open receiver. And
number 24, Easton Leonard on the tackle, or a push out of bounds.
And so pickup of a few. That's going to make it 3rd and about 18. So they got a little bit back in chunks. Ball just shy of the 50-yard line on the Beach 49. And over here to the nearest side comes Ellis Bronca. Guadez takes the snap, looks downfield to the right, looking for Bronca. Instead gets the ball to Green. Green drops the pass. Green had that in his mitts. I think started looking to turn upfield before he got complete control of it. And that'll bring up 4th down now. And we'll see if with the 20-0 lead, Coach Sampson, you know what, let's see what we got going here. I don't see a punting team coming out.
I agree. Jalen Green, I believe, saw a lot of green ahead of him. Looked to turn, but couldn't get the ball first. Rare drop by number 4, Jalen Green.
Corey Sampson says, I believe in my defense, fellas. Let's see if we can pick up this. But again, we're looking at the clock.
Or it's a timeout.
And they got to take a timeout, Jeremy, again, as the play clock was running down. 3rd and 4th and 17, and a confusion there on what to do.
I agree. Experiencing a little rain right now.
Rainier Avenue Radio World, 9 minutes here to go. We are in second quarter action. Rainier Beach Vikings 20, the Snohomish Panthers 0 in this loser out playoff game. And what you hear right now is the return of the hawk and the rain and the wind. Well, Jeremy is back.
Indeed. Snohomish looks to take advantage of Rainier Beach's loss of yardage. Looks like Rainier Beach is still going to go for it, even after the timeout.
And so Beach tries a little pooch kick themselves as Guadez step back, gets a nice bounce and a nice roll. And that's going to go all the way down to about the 15-yard line there. So Guadez stepped back from the shotgun and gave himself a couple of extra yards to get a little pooch kick off. Gets a nice bounce, nice roll. That's going to back Snohomish up now.
I guess both quarterbacks can be turned into punters.
Comes down to execution. So Hammer now, ball handed off inside. Little running room.
Flag on the play, looks like a face mask.
It did look like he had the hands up there on the helmet from a Rainier Beach player. Vandergrind picks up about 5 yards. We'll see what the flag is, Jeremy. I'm pretty sure you were right on the money as the referees talk about it. I'm thinking the only thing.
The wind is getting to us a little bit, Tony. Wind is definitely here, making its presence known.
Let's see what the call is. And yes, that is going to be, I think the question was the flagrant, and they're going to mark off all 15.
Rainier Beach, 2 recent penalties for big yardage.
So first down now from the 36-yard line for the Snohomish Panthers. Hammer gets the ball and again hands off inside to Vandergrind. Vandergrind moving around, moves the pile, keeps his leg moving, and that's going to be a first down now for Snohomish.
Not a first down, quite near.
Not quite. You're right. Not quite a first down, and it'll be second down and actually about 2.
Yeah, I did not see those chains move at all.
Vandergrind with a nice little run. Again, the ball to Vandergrind inside, and this time Beach right there.
Met at the line.
Yes, and wrapped up in the hands of big Josh Connerly like a snack. Actually lost about a yard on that play, maybe a half a yard. That'll make it 3rd and 2.5. It's a pretty big, important first down here for Snohomish. They need to get something going here. And Hammer keeps it himself. Nothing doing on that play. Scottrey Humphrey in the backfield got a hold of him and held him for the other Beach Boys. And here we have again, we're going to need another 4th down situation as they lost again about a yard, maybe another yard and a half for Snohomish.
That's great teamwork by Scottrey Humphrey, pulling the quarterback, keeping him a hold, letting his teammates do the rest. Looking at another 4th down here.
And the snap goes high over the head, rolls back to around the 20, and the punter just falls on the ball back there, and that's Hammer, the quarterback. Raymond Lopez. No, I had it right. That was Hammer.
That was Hammer.
That was Hammer. The ball was about 3 feet over his head, and he's 6'3". Rolled down, and they're going to call it a down now at the 17-yard line of Snohomish. So after having a 2nd and about 2, they end up losing yards. Beast gets the ball. First down on the 17-yard line of Snohomish, already up 20-0 with 6:59 here to go. Guadez has the ball off to Humphrey. Humphrey over left tackle behind big Josh Connerly.
It looks like a little bit of trash talk going on here.
So a little
have a player taking off his helmet here.
Extracurricular activity.
Looks like Jacob Seo.
We have, along with the steady rain now, it was raining flags too, Jeremy. They popped up from everywhere. I see 4 at least on the field.
Rainier Beach looks to be getting fortunate with great field position. Let's see if they can capitalize here. But yes, Tony, a lot of flags. I do see 4 myself.
So the refs, umpire over there talking about it. They'll take a look and discuss what they saw and then come away with a judgment. Again, you're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio World, our high school football playoff broadcast. Daniel Bellis in the house, Lourdes on the camera, joining me, giving you an awesome job of commentary. Jeremy Beckwith.
Looks like refs are still talking it out.
Jeremy's going to be continuing to work with us. We might not hear him on the air for a while because Jeremy's going to be starting basketball season pretty soon.
So excited. So excited for basketball season indoors. So very warmer weather. and we're experiencing right now. And if they allow people in the stands, looking forward to an audience to perform in front of.
Well, we hope so. Metro League did do a great job last year of making the games at least happen, and then we did get to a point where a few fans would come in. Not sure what the mandate is about that, but
I believe it was 2 fans per player.
2 fans per player.
That's what it was for my school.
And so the penalty's offset.
I'm guessing unsportsmanlike conduct by both teams. As Jacob Seo took his helmet off and looked very upset.
So it doesn't look like there'll be any yards marked off either way. As the
I wonder where the ball will be placed.
refs are still
Talking about
it. And I'm looking up here in the lights. If you're looking directly on the field, it is hard to tell. You do see, again, a steady stream, but if you look up at the lights, oh boy, that water is coming down and it's coming sideways.
And the wind's coming for us again.
And you can hear the wind.
Running back Jacob Seo looks to be going to the locker room. Didn't hear like an ejection call, but maybe an injury. I'm not sure.
And they finally pick up the hankies. So I guess we're gonna be able to get back to play here. And if you saw Sal going to the locker room, there's one of the players that did have the helmet off. We'll try and find out later.
Oh, Rainier Beach loses yards.
Yeah, now they're going to mark those yards off for unsportsmanlike contact against Beach.
Wonder what the call about the penalties offset was about. Maybe Rainier Beach got more unsportsmanlike conduct calls. Still good ball placement for Rainier Beach. And good scoring position. As we've seen, number 12, Chance Gutierrez has a strong arm.
And has been very accurate today, even in the rain. Valdez again with the pass, looking downfield, looking for Bronca. Catchable pass was a little high, but it was a catchable pass.
Yeah, I have some fans behind me who believe that ball should have been thrown to Dalen Green as he was on an island by himself. And he's a big target and is capable of catching that pass.
That'll make it 3rd down now.
Let's see if they go to him on this play.
21. They can still get a 1st down there inside the 8-yard line. And then again, these conditions make passing the ball difficult. And once again, we have an issue, and a timeout has to be called. Jeremy, and this is the 3rd time now. There's been some confusion about getting the playoff for Rainier Beach.
Yeah, the game is still continuing, but in the last game, Garfield had the same issue. A lot of delayed games, a lot of confusion. I don't know if the weather is impacting it. The band playing real loud, so can't hear the play. The rain might be in the way of seeing the signals, but it seems to be an ongoing trend here.
Well, you can't blame it on the sunshine. Maybe you can blame it on the good times. Michael Jackson would say, don't blame it on the boogie, but they got to get that corrected. May not seem like a big deal right now at 20-0. Again, we still have a lot of football to play. 6 minutes and 40 seconds here in the second quarter, which seems like this, or It says first quarter on the board. That is not right.
That is not right. It is the second quarter. You guys have seen the first quarter of football.
This second quarter, though, is taking its time. So third now and about 21-22. Guadez back. Guadez looks to the right side, looks for Jalen Green. He's down there. And Jalen Green gets his hands on the ball, but a nice defensive play from the Snohomish Panthers, Cole Taylor, to knock that ball away, where Jalen Green would have been dancing in the end zone again.
Great defense by Cole Taylor, knocking the ball away. That is great hand and eye coordination. Great hands by Cole Taylor.
And then able to get up there with the 6'5". Jalen Green at 5'9". Cole Taylor makes that play.
Yes, Jalen Green is definitely a big target. Looked like a disadvantage, but Cole Taylor held his own.
So Guadez again, 3 receivers to the right, empty backfield, looks downfield, finds an open player, big hit. And did he hang on? Yes.
Oh, they called that a completion? Someone is down on the Rainier Beach side.
And so, no, I thought they gave it to him, but they're going to say no, he didn't hang on. Big collision there. And then, yes, we do have a beach player down in the backfield area.
I believe that is number 62, Matthew Morla. Offensive lineman, defensive lineman. 6 foot 240.
So we'll take it to Mr. Daniel Bellis and get an update about what's going on. The round of 32.
Down in Mountain View, the Lightning has stopped. Now they passed the 20-minute clock. Now they're giving the players 10 minutes to warm up. So the play should be continuing down in Mountain View in about 10 minutes with Seattle Prep leading Mountain View by 3, 17-14. A lot of scoring in that first quarter, but, yeah, they're behind because they haven't played for the past hour as they've waited out this lightning storm.
So big Matthew Morla gets up and walks off the field under his own power. A couple chaperones.
Waiting an hour to play some football may seem forever to people.
In the rain, it is forever. Waiting out a lightning storm. We've got a storm going on right now. No lightning, fortunately, though.
And a scoring storm by Rainier Beach as it is 20-0 still. 6:27 left in the second quarter.
Snohomish with the ball. Ball up the middle. It's at Vandergrind again. And Vandergrind is giving Snohomish their money's worth as Vandergrind continues to pound the ball up the middle. And
yeah, Vandergrind looks to be giving Snohomish some life on offense as it is second and about 1.
Again, Vandergrind inside. And Joshua Vandergrind is not the biggest guy at 5'8", 170, but you can't question the senior's heart out there.
Yeah, Snohomish not a very big team, but a lot of heart.
Right there. Again, the ball handed inside, around the right side. From the right, tries to go off the tackle on the right side, and he cut back in again. A number of Rainier Beach players there, but that will be enough to pick up the first down now for Snohomish. So Snohomish has to get a little something going in here with 5:20 to go in the half. Beach up 20-0. Again, the ball handed off around the end, and another nice pickup for Snohomish now.
Number 20, Mason Orgill with the run. A little trickery from Snohomish. Might have got Rainier Beach a little bit. Looks like a gain of 9 or 8.
That will make it 2nd and 1 for Snohomish. Hammer in the shotgun with 3 receivers to the left side. And the ball handed off inside. That's going to go for a first down and more. And that's going to be about a 20-yard run there. Was that Kyle Larson?
Yes, indeed. Kyle Larson, number 19.
Junior running back, 5'10", 150 for Snohomish.
And Snohomish looks like they got some life. Looks like they got some momentum.
And again, Snohomish up to the line quickly now with a little pep in their step. High snap is handled. Once again, handed off inside. Over the right side, cuts back inside. And another nice pickup there of about 17 for Kyle Larson. And it looks like the Snohomish Panthers have not only found the plan, but the man to run the plan.
Rainier Beach looks like they're calling a timeout to get their defense a little instruction, because those big 2 runs by Kyle Larson were very key for Snohomish.
Exactly right. Rainier Beach does call the timeout as Snohomish was lining up once again. And so with the break in the action here, hey, if you like what you're hearing, if you're enjoying this broadcast, and again, we have incredible interns working for us and getting hands-on experience. Lord is over there on the microphone behind the scenes. You know what? I'm going to see if we can, Mr. Bellis, if you can help me out here. I want to see if I can get Lourdes on camera here. No, maybe not. All right. Don't worry, Lourdes. I'll be back. Oh, you're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.World, your home for sports, high school sports, Metro League sports, playoff football here right now in Snohomish on the move. A couple of nice runs by number 19 for Snohomish, Kyle Larson.
Looks like the ref was pointing at the crowd. It's the first time I've seen that. Wonder if he's giving the band a signal for their playing. Wonder if it's good or bad or not.
Make it funky. Again, back to the well, and look at Larson still going, still on his feet, pushing the entire route, still on his feet.
God.
They are going to push him into the, they are still
There's
on
no
their
way.
feet. Look at this scrum. Oh, wow. Moved the entire pile about 12 yards. What a run for Kyle Larson.
What great teamwork by Snohomish. And
Yes,
number 6, Shockey Davis, appears to look injured. On the ground, holding his leg, or it could be a cramp. Had my fair share of those. Yeah, he does not look like he will be getting up anytime soon.
Shockey Davis in pain down there. Won't speculate. You might be right. It might be a cramp. As he does get off, but
the Snohomish crowd cheering.
Well, they finally got something to cheer about.
Oh, it's always great when you have something to cheer about, Tony.
But I got to say, Jeremy, in high school sports, I'm thinking if even football, if I've seen a play where the runner didn't give up, a la Marshawn Lynch, kept moving his feet, teammates joined in, pushed the pile. Looked like Beach had them stopped. Then they continued to push the pile. Got that ball all the way down to about the 5-yard line. That's extra team effort.
Indeed, I was a part of one of those back in Little League when I played football. It's always a fun experience to help your brother get to the end zone.
Vandergrind trying to find his way, does find his way over the right side, steps outside, cuts back in, gets into the end zone with 4:16 left here to go. Snohomish has something cooking. Touchdown, Snohomish Panthers.
It appears that the Snohomish running backs have finally woke up. A couple big runs from Kyle Larson, and now Vandergrind with the touchdown.
And Kyle Larson really providing his team with the spark. A run of about 19, another run of about 17, and then with his teammates, bullied his way for about a 12-yard run down to the 3-yard line, and Vandergrind took it into the end zone from there. And Snohomish on the board now, 20-6 with the extra point attempt. Snap is down, kick is up. The kick is good, signal the officials, and that will make it 20-7 now as Jeremy Snohomish showing some life out here.
I agree. And apparently Kyle Vandergrind can also kick too. He's not listed as a kicker. But Snohomish athletes do a lot of things.
Do what they got to do.
Yeah.
And I'm looking down there on the platform where the cheerleaders would be, and I'm going to call that lake platform right now. Jeremy, wow, the water is pooling up down there. Rain is steadily coming down, and Snohomish went to their ground attack in the rain, and it was successful for them.
Indeed. Back to receive for Rainier Beach. It looks like Caleb Presley and Ellis Bronca. We haven't seen number 0, Namir Robinson, back there as he usually is.
No, you have a good point there. Young Mr. Beckwith, Namir Robinson. He's usually out there for Beach. I didn't hear anything. That is an excellent point. Maybe we could find out more. Again, a squib kick bounces over the head of the Beach player. Ball is still live. Ball is on the ground. Ball is finally picked up by Beach and running the wrong way and finally thrown down at about the 19.
The Snohomish Panthers with the great squib kick that resulted in a loss of return, but a longer kick than I bet Snohomish expected.
Yes, they did, and I'm sure there was a lot of anxiety down there for Beach fans as
the wind bug has hit us again.
Blows, and that ball was down there just dancing and bouncing, and finally the Beach player picked it up. Guadez now with a little pitch. Holloway
running hard.
Picked up about 5, maybe 6 yards, and wet football out there as Holloway looked like he might be losing control of it. Gathered it back in. And again, we've got the wind, the rain conditions presenting a factor.
Yeah, they say this is football weather, but I'm guaranteed no football team likes the rain.
And Holloway, again, dancing around inside. Ball is on the ground, apparently. And I think they're going to call it down. They're going to say he was already down, and Beach will retain possession.
Yeah, the Snohomish Panthers using one of Rainier Beach tactics, grabbing the jersey and waiting for their teammates to do the rest. Interesting tactic, tends to work as they do anything to stop the ball. Rainier Beach down, hand off to Holloway again.
Holloway over the right side, over the player, and Holloway
very hype. Very big hit by Holloway.
Runs over Cole Taylor.
As someone is down on the sidelines, first and Snohomish. Number 2, Cole Taylor tried to tackle Holloway, but not the best of luck for him.
Gotta get low. So we've got a player from Snohomish down, and I can't tell. Jeremy, can you see?
I cannot see, but my guess would be Easton Leonard. No, it's not. It is Caden Alexander, number 44.
Let's go, good job. All right, and of course, a round of applause over here from the Beach sideline for the Snohomish Panther player. As he gets up and jogs off the field.
Caden Alexander Jr., big part of their defense. I'm sure Snohomish is sad to see him leave off the field, but it is always considered safety first.
So Beach with the ball now. Second down, about 2 to go from their own 41-yard line. Guadez again in the shotgun, hands the ball off inside to Holloway. Holloway again over the right side. Flag down as Holloway gets the first down, picks up about 15, but
Might be a holding.
Flags for it, and that is the area in which that flag is generally thrown. Mr. Beckwith. And we'll see has, yes, it is, again, holding on Beach. So Snohomish now with a little momentum as Beach picks up the first down, but that'll be called back with a holding. 2:39 here to go in the first half.
Rainier Beach with some costly penalties. I don't think they've scored in this quarter.
And I think this, at this point, this qualifies as a torrential downpour, and it don't stop.
Tick-tock, it don't stop. Tony, it does not stop.
Snap to Guadez. Guadez fires a screen pass over to the left side of Jalen Green. Green is surrounded, ends up picking up about 3, maybe 4 yards, but
Indeed, that time Jalen Green made sure he had the ball as he adjusted it while catching it. Guessing it's a slippery ball as the ball lady goes to get the ball and brings the ref a new one.
So that'll make it third down. About 5 yards to go. Short 5, you want to call it that?
Yeah, 5, maybe 6.
So Beach again, ball handed off inside, and
it is the
ball
fumble.
ball on the carpet. I think a Beach player was there to recover it, yes. But again, these conditions, like you said, they call it football weather, but it is not ideal if you play this game.
As we've seen number 0, Namir Robinson, on the field this time. Namir Robinson, a very explosive player.
Yes, he is. Again, one of those players similar
Similar to Shockey Davis.
Shockey Davis. And
will use his speed to its advantage. A lot of speed, as Tony said in the beginning, for the Rainier Beach roster.
well, now we're going to have a fourth down.
As the Rainier Beach band plays in the background, number 5, Caleb Presley getting a little dance break in.
So if you're Snohomish, you get the chance get the ball in your hands again with right now 1 minute and 33 seconds left.
As it is 4th down and 7. Rainier Beach still looks like they could go for it, but we have seen this formation before where they have backed up their quarterback and motioned their running back and have punted.
All right, 4th and 7. Guadez does take a couple steps back, so we might get that pooch punt again. We'll see. And yes, that's what we have there.
High punt.
High punt. Kind of shanked it off the right side, and that's going to be down there at the 42-yard line.
Number 3, Joshua Vandergrind looked to return it. But I believe number 15, Alice Bronca, touched the ball.
That had it down there. Put up about 27, 28 yards. And with 1 minute 25 here, Snohomish, an opportunity to go to work. I'm not sure what their complement of timeouts is. Last time they ran the ball downfield, basically, but a couple of pretty big runs over there from number 19, Carl Larson.
Well, they're at their own 35-yard line. I would suggest this requires a lot of throwing the ball.
That's what you would think they would need to do.
Yes, as no one is in the backfield but the quarterback, Kyle Hammer.
And they throw a little screen pass.
Ooh.
It's a double. Looks downfield. Wide open down there. Pass is dropped. Oh, the pass is dropped.
Oh, no. That
Number
was the
14, Kyle Hansen, as they had Beach set up for it. Jeremy and overloaded on the right side and threw the screen pass, and he set up for the throw. Had a man wide open. Probably could have put some more arm into it, but that ball should have been caught.
Definitely. That looked like the perfect play that Snohomish needed going into the half.
That would have been
number 14. Number
and
14.
again, the lefty throws it up. This time overthrows his receiver. But yeah, you're right, Jeremy. That really could have been a big momentum changer for Snohomish going into the second half.
Definitely. Number 14, Kyle Hansen. Can come down with that.
And again, it is rainy out there. The wind is blowing, and it's wet.
Oh, it appears I've been making a mistake on number 13's name. It's Kale Hammer.
Kale.
Hammer.
Ball handed off to the right side. And again, Beach with a lot of team speed, just stringing that play out and forcing Van der Grind to cut it back up inside into the teeth of that Rainier Beach Viking Beach Boys defense. And the clock is ticking, no timeouts here, so doesn't look like Snohomish is going to be interested in doing much.
Looks like they brought out the punt team.
Fourth down here. We'll just let this clock run down. 4 seconds on the play clock, and they'll just let that click all the way down. And so that'll be a delay of game. 22 seconds to go in the half.
Oh, it's a timeout by the Snohomish Panthers, who earlier gained some momentum by scoring a touchdown. But this drive, Rainier Beach Vikings, the defense got the stop.
They did, and then they made Jeremy the effort to say, okay, we're going to catch these guys off guard. Had the right play called, and everything worked except the catch.
Yes, I'm sure the Snohomish Panthers are still bummed out about that play, but football, you got to have short-term memory and move on. It is a long game, football is, and I'm sure there will be plenty more opportunities to score. As we have a whole second half here, ladies and gentlemen. Rainier Beach Vikings 20, the Snohomish Panthers 7, going into halftime with 22 seconds left. As the Snohomish punt team is out. Number 5, Caleb Presley, back to return. And number 0, Namir Robinson, seems to be scooting back as well.
There's your punt. Gets the punt off again. This punt shanked off to the right side.
And will definitely go out of bounds. As a matter of fact, all the way into the stands. Powerful kick. Just didn't have no direction. I'm sure that the wind kind of got that one.
That's a factor. The ref continues to walk up and finally stops walking and heads north at the 46-yard line. And here it comes again.
The wind bug is back.
So 16 seconds left here. We'll see if Beach just takes a knee and goes into the locker room. And it looks like they are
a shotgun information.
Going to at least line up like they want to make something happen. They do have weapons. And Guadez looks deep. Pump fakes. Can't find anybody. Finally caught just shy of the line of scrimmage. And I think that they will just let the clock run out. 3, 2, 1. Triple zeros. That's going to be halftime now. At your half, the Rainier Beach Vikings 20. The Snohomish Panthers 7. And what do you think, Jeremy? First half, Beach comes out, grabs the early lead. Looks like this game could be Snohomish could be in trouble here. Suddenly, the Snohomish defense stiffens up. They drive down, punch one in the end zone, and here we are at the half, 20-7.
I think that Rainier Beach utilized their skill positions, their weapons very well. But the Snohomish Panthers stuck to their style of football. Very good on the run game. as number 14, Kyle Hansen with the 2 big runs that set up number 3, Joshua Vandergrind for the touchdown. But I do expect Rainier Beach to continue their offensive onslaught, as they have a lot of weapons, and they still do have the lead.
All right, we have 24 minutes of football, playoff football left. Rainier Avenue Radio. Here, well, we are under the grandstand, the north grandstand, and that does keep the onslaught of the rain off of us. But the rain combined with the wind and the shift is having it consistently blow over here sometimes. So we're going to take it to Mr. Daniel Bellis to give you your halftime update.
Yes, Daniel Bellis with your halftime report on Rainier Avenue Radio. Beach over Snohomish right now at the half, 20-7, in another one of the Metro League versus Westco. Westco and Metro competitions. Earlier on, Metro beating the Westco team of Garfield beat. Garfield defeating Ferndale there earlier on in a Metro team defeating a Westco team, with that one being 20-7, as heard right here on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio. And a stellar performance by Metro League overall, including Seattle Prep, who although ever since play has continued, it has been 3 and outs for both Mountain View and Seattle Prep. They still lead 17-14 second quarter. 7:41 minutes left in the half there. There will be 2 more district playoff games that will commence at 7 p.m. Right after, well, actually we'll be starting here in about 15 minutes, I guess. With Edmonds Woodway at 8th seeded Peninsula, and Liberty of Kingco will be at the Pierce County League 14th seeded Spanaway Lake. Both of those kicking off at 7 p.m. here in about 15 minutes. Last 2 teams to play will commence. Earlier on, the rest of the competition, mostly standard. A couple of upsets, though. One of the biggest upsets was Westco team Stanwood, which just surprisingly held serve with number 7 seeded Lincoln. It was back and forth. It was extremely high scoring. And it ended up being a game where the last possession decides it. And that's what it was. Number 26 seeded Stanwood shocking number 7 Lincoln and sending them out. Lincoln will not be going to the first round of state next week. And Stanwood of the Westco Conference will, winning 40-35 there. Also, the North Puget Sound League unfortunately floundered with all 3 of their teams being knocked off. There will not be a representative from the North Puget Sound League this year in 3A, as all 3 teams lost on Friday. Auburn Riverside blown out in an upset by 20th seeded Kelso, 41-21. Auburn Mountain View was given a goose egg by the 9th seeded Arlington, 35-0. And right on Rainier Avenue Radio, Metro Team O'Day rolled on over Auburn. It was 48-8. All 3 North Puget Sound teams are out. They sent 3 to districts. All 3 went home. They will not be going to state, not a single one of them. But number 1 and number 2 did what they were supposed to do. Bellevue and Eastside Catholic rolled over their opponents each, scoring 42 and giving their opponents the goose egg. Southridge going home and Juanita of Kinko being eliminated by Eastside Catholic. Number 3, Yelm, was in upset territory for most of the game, but in the second half was able to pull together a couple of big touchdowns, and they pulled away from 30th seeded Meade late in the game and winning that one 37-21 to move on. But for a while there, they were in a huge scare against Meade, at one point trailing 14-12. And then it was all Yelm the rest of the way. As we mentioned, 4th-seeded O'Day rolling over Auburn, 48-8. Number 5, Kennewick. They were also very close at the half. It was like 7-7. In the third quarter, it was still 7-7. Then Kennewick took off. They put in a couple more touchdowns on, and 5th-seeded Kennewick moves on 28-7 over Timberline. Marysville Pilchuck gave Metro their only loss, these districts, with Bishop Blanchette falling in a game they were never even close in, 62-28. One of 3A's biggest offenses by far to Marysville Pilchuck, put up 62 points, more than anybody else in these districts, against Bishop Blanchette, making them fall 62-28 there. Number 9, Arlington, as we mentioned, gave Auburn Mountain View a goose egg, moving on 35-zip, no contest. And number 11, Mount Spokane. Most of the first half, it was 3-0 Mount Spokane, but late in the second half, as some of these other teams that were favored to win, they did what they needed to and finished the game 20-zip, handing Gig Harbor a goose egg and sending them home. Mount Spokane moving on, representing the greater Spokane League. Garfield representing for the Metro at number 15, winning their game against Ferndale, 27, sending the first Westco team home. And the other Westco team, the second Westco team to go home, was Monroe, as they lost to Lakes by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So both of the teams that competed in the Westco championship, Ferndale and Monroe, both going home. Neither of those teams will be going to state, as Lakes and Garfield both moving on. Stanwood and Lincoln, as we mentioned, a very close affair and an upset that was made by number 26 seeded Stanwood, 40-35, sending the Lincoln Abes home. They will not be going to state. And 20th seeded Kelso also pulling an upset over the 13th seeded Auburn Riverside. 41-21 was the final there. Kelso moves on. So far, as we mentioned, Metro is 3-1 here in districts. And if the score holds, they'll go to 4-1. Wesco is currently at 3-2. If this score holds, Wesco will go 3-3. And they will have Edmonds Woodway as their final opponent. They will be at Peninsula, and that game kicking off about 15 minutes here. For Metro, their final one, of course, is Seattle Prep, and Seattle Prep leads Mountain View 17-14 with 7:41 here left in the half, and that being trying to get an update here. Looks like the Panthers have scored again with 4:02 left in the second quarter and 4:02 left in the half. It is now 24-14. The Seattle Prep Panthers might be pulling an upset over number 12 Mountain View, who was the Greater St. Helens League champion this year. Might be sending them home. 24-14, 4:02 left in the half there. Also kicking off here in about 12 minutes or so, Liberty from Kingco will be at the Pierce County League team, Spanaway Lake, who after a couple COVID
a couple of COVID cancellations have only played 5 games this year. Their record is 4-1, but they've only played 5 games. They were 14th seeded. They'll be hosting Liberty of the KingCo League, who have finished second in KingCo this year at 7-2. That game kicking off about 12 minutes. We'd like to invite you to check out a special panel going on Tuesday, that being, of course, a how-to guide. A how-to guide for men supporting women in the workplace. Be the change, show support by showing up. This Tuesday at 7 p.m. You can listen to that broadcast live on Rainier Avenue Radio, hosted by Mac McGregor of the Rainier Avenue Radio show, You Can Make a Difference. The panelists will be Vasha Sharma, who is a speaker and nonprofit founder who recently started a show right here on Seattle's Rainier Avenue Radio called When You Meet a Leader. It's an interview-based show where she interviews local leaders and asks them questions about the qualities that make them special. As well as Cindy Bright, who hosts Heartbeat Radio on Rainier Avenue Radio. She will be a panelist for this special thing, how to guide men, women, supporting women in the workplace. And also SJ Braun, an HR specialist. She will be a panelist as well. Tune in this Tuesday at 7 p.m. on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio. Speaking of a community station, we are community driven and we rely on any donations and help that you can give us so that we can upgrade our equipment, so that we can pay our staff, all of that. If you enjoy the broadcast that you're watching, go ahead and give us a dime or two. You can send us to Venmo, Rainier Avenue Radio, or you can go to our website, RainierAvenueRadio.world, click on donate, and there's a couple other options if you don't have Venmo. I'm trying to make it easy for you. Just go to RainierAvenueRadio.world, click on donate, and there's a couple options there. We appreciate anything you can help us with. After all, we're doing this for you, free of charge. We're not even playing a commercial, so you're not going to get this anywhere else. There are other entities that broadcast high school football games, but they'll charge you to even watch. All right, on Saturday, if you are looking to, if you need a little bit of help, we are doing a community food giveaway. Check that out on Saturdays from our studio. Our guy Ty actually manages this community food giveaway at 810 23rd Avenue, 810 23rd Avenue on Saturdays from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. That's 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. every Saturday. Rain or shine or thunder or snow, Ty will be there giving out free food. So if you need any help, we won't ask any questions. We will just get you some food. We are live on Rainier Avenue Radio at 6:52 p.m., less than a minute away from the second half of play right here on Rainier Avenue Radio, your community radio station. If you want to know what games we will be broadcasting next week, go ahead and follow and subscribe to our Facebook and our YouTube channels at Rainier Avenue Radio. There is a post already up for a to be announced. We will fill that up when the State Brain Trust or panel meets with representatives from the leagues to decide how the 16-team tournament in the first round of state playoffs will be decided. That will be put together on Sunday. We will more than likely have a decision of what game we're broadcasting by Monday. So make sure you follow and subscribe to our Facebook and our YouTube so you can find out and be able to set a reminder on so you can get the information first before anybody else on what games we will be, games will be broadcasting next weekend on Rainier Avenue Radio. 6:53 p.m. and we've extended a couple of minutes here before the half, and taking a quick look back at how things are going for the Seattle Prep Panthers with 2:03 left in the second quarter. It looks like it is still 24-14 there. Seattle Prep still leading the Mountain View there in a big upset. That would be sending that would be 5 teams for Metro. Of course, if this Rainier Beach team also holds serve as well, but 5 out of a possible 6 is impressive to say the least. I mean, when you compare that to the other league that sent as many teams as Metro, Westco, which sent 7 teams, right now they're at 3-2. Right now they have a 1 team losing right now, so that they might be possibly 3-3. And then Edmonds Woodway playing here in about 6 minutes. That's their 7th team. So we'll see how that all shakes out. And if Westco can hold serve with a lesser record than Metro. Metro sent 6 teams. Westco sent 7. But Metro sending a lot more to state than Westco. Westco teams are losing, and Metro teams are winning, despite Metro actually having more teams in their league than Westco. But Westco sent more teams to district. Interesting. All right, we're going to take things to your second half now and send it over to Tony B. and our great intern, Jeremy, who is giving some great commentary.
All right, we are back. We've got about 1 minute, 7 seconds before we start second half action here. Ooh, it's chilly. But football weather. You're in the shadow of the Space Needle. Rain still coming down. The Hawks still swooping in. Here at Leon H. Brigham Field Memorial Stadium, 20-7 at halftime as we get ready for second half action here on Rainier Avenue Radio World, your home for Metro League football and a whole lot more as well. We've got programming created by our community, 70+ shows that air in a number of different genres of music, talk shows. Of course, we have sports programming, youth programming, programming in alternative language. I guarantee you, if you give it a chance at Rainier Avenue Radio, you will find something. There is something there for everybody. As a matter of fact, turn it on and leave it on and never turn it off. You can also watch on our viewing formats, which Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Just go to the Rainier Avenue Radio page and watch the action as well. It's some of the talk shows that we produce. And of course, you can always just say, Alexa, play Rainier Avenue Radio. You go to the TuneIn app, or you can just download the Rainier Avenue Radio app for either Android or Apple. Go to the store, pull it up. It's absolutely free. And then, bam, you have it, one touch. Okay. So we have players down on the field doing everything that they can to keep it moving. But I tell you, once they hit that field,
I think all that cold goes away.
Somebody's warming up the vocal cords. Fans still out here. Everybody is kind of moved up to the top of the grand section. Those are the bottom of the bottom bowl of the stadium is pretty much empty. Everybody's moved back in the grandstand and getting ready for kickoff here is.
Yes, has some fans in the background yelling out their chance for number 8, Ray Proctor, also known as Lil Cuddy. You know, been knowing Ray since a little kid. So
Pedro Aprecio this time kicks it deep. Ball is picked up at the 18, out to the 30, out to the 35, out to the 40. Grab there, and nice kickoff return all the way out to the 45-yard line. Jeremy, for Snohomish, who was that?
Wyatt Doran, number 4.
4.
Wyatt Doran.
And a nice return there. And Snohomish had built up some momentum in the first half here, and then getting the kickoff back, see if they can pick up where they left off. So starting at their own 45-yard line after a nice return of 32 yards. And first play of the game, tries to go over the right side, and nothing doing there as a number of Rainier Beach players in on the tackle, including to Elijah Holloway. And on that from his linebacker position.
I believe Scott Trey Humphrey was in on that tackle too.
Second and about 11 after a loss of a yard. Kind of a little fly sweep there. And again, Beach maintaining position.
The run was by Mason Orgill for Snohomish.
Again, maybe a yard. That's going to make it 3rd and 10 now. Again, back to the original line of scrimmage at the 45-yard line. Beach rushes 4 as Hammer drops back the pass. The lefty finds a receiver, and that play is actually going to lose a few yards for Joshua Vandergreen. And again, the 4th down play, Jeremy, I just don't know what to expect at this point. But it looks like a Hammer is going to line up in the traditional punt formation.
Yeah, me neither. Quarterback dropped very deep on that play. As you said, Tony, a loss of yards. Well, the quarterback dropped pretty deep to throw that pass. So if he didn't, that would have been like a 2-yard pass.
Punt is up. Nice punt. Takes a nice roll, too. Continues to roll. The Beach player grabs it.
That's number 5, Caleb Presley. Looks like he has no. He's
finds a gap, but no. Might have had a little seam there for a minute, but closed up pretty quickly. Presley took a chance and did bring that ball back around the 9-yard line, and it was a good chance that that kick, which rolled in on the sideline and didn't go out of bounds. The football just danced on the sideline. Presley decided, hey, you know what? This doesn't look good. I'm going to take my chances. Grabbed it, ran around a little bit, ended up picking up maybe about 3-4 yards on the play.
Yeah, Tony, I don't know if that ball would have rolled into the end zone for a touchback.
It might have.
It did look like it, but it was very close to that sideline. And Rainier Beach is setting up here.
Guadez with Holloway in the backfield, 2 receivers.
Ooh.
And again, drops the football. Guadez has to pick it up. Broken play. Guadez manages to get about 1.5 yards out of it up to the 10-yard line, and that'll make it 2nd and about 9 for Rainier Beach. And look, everybody took off left, and the football was left on the carpet, and Guadez had to reorganize.
Yeah, a little minor setback for Rainier Beach. Well, actually, kind of a big setback because they didn't get much on that return. But they have a chance right here.
2nd and 9 off the left side. And again, Snohomish defense stiffens up. And that's for Snohomish, number 56, big Lorenzo Stewart in there on that play. And that's going to make it 3rd down now for Beach.
And 3rd and 7. Looks like Rainier Beach is gonna throw it. Has this information: 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Spread offense. Looks like
Guadez drops back, fires the pass over the left side, intended over there and a little bit long. So that's going to bring up 4th down now for Beach. As Beach's first offensive series doesn't result in any positive yardage. And they're going to end up kicking this ball deep in the end zone. So Snohomish should once again end up with pretty decent field position. 8:15 here to go in the 3rd quarter. Beach up 20-7. The Panthers are going to get the ball back for the 2nd time here. barring any trickeration, which I don't think is going to happen this deep in their own end zone. So 4th down, and again, not the full punt formation, but it is the pooch punt. Gets it off. It's at 30, hits it to 40, continues to roll and dies right there at about the 39.5-yard line. So the Snohomish Panthers will get the ball on the 39 of the Rainier Beach Vikings for their second possession here of the second half.
Yeah, good field position for Snohomish. Would imagine they would love this chance to score here as they get on the field pretty fast.
Snohomish had been successfully running the ball. And we'll see what they do here as Vandergrind gets the ball again. Vandergrind around the right side. Vandergrind a pickup of about 10, 12, 13 yards. And again, Snohomish is on the move as Vandergrind looks over at the Rainier Beach bench. And Snohomish quickly to the line of scrimmage. 2 backs in the backfield for Hammer. Again, handoff inside to Vandergrind. Vandergrind moving around in and out on the right side of the offense over near his own sideline. Picks up about 3.
Yeah, Snohomish looks to be continuing that momentum that they had going into the second half with a big run, I should say, by Vandergrind.
Looks like they gave him 5 on that play. And Vandergrind again darts inside the tackles, and Vandergrind again picks up 5 yards, and this is going to take him down to the Beach 15. And Jeremy, Snohomish has figured something else on the running game.
Yeah, I'm liking the play calling. Vandergrind doesn't seem to be letting up, so I would continue to give him the ball as Snohomish.
3 backs in the backfield, hand off to number 44, breaks a couple tackles, picks up a few yards for Snohomish.
Number 44, Caden Alexander.
6'2", 190-pound junior.
Listed as a receiver, but he can be in the backfield too. Snohomish athletes can play multiple positions. That's why they're called athletes, folks. They can
Second down, about 7. Again, 3 people in the backfield. Goes to Vandergrind. Vandergrind again. Hard to bring down.
Carrying someone on its back.
Contacted after a couple of yards, and then picks up another 2, 3, maybe even 4 yards after contact. And that'll be a 3rd down now, and about a long 2 yards to go for Snohomish. Down 20-7, 6:38. Again, ball handed off inside, and I think we're going to have a 1st down.
Rainier Beach's fast start is looking like it's slowly coming to an end as Snohomish gains momentum. The Panthers are doing a great job on the run game and are near the end zone.
Joshua Vandergrind on the Beach defense. Now Vandergrind again with the ball.
Oh,
Vandergrind again still on his feet, and he's going to get down to about the 1.5 yard line.
As number 44, Caden Alexander comes onto the field for number 19, I believe, Kyle Larson.
Hand off again to Vandergrind around the right side. Vandergrind is in the end zone, standing up. The Snohomish Panthers have now scored 13 unanswered points and bring this game back to 20-13. That missed extra point from Rainier Beach, Jeremy, now is beginning to say hello.
Yes, and Kyle Vandergrind has shown me something here. A lot of toughness.
Yes, he has.
As many carries as he has got. He did not ask to come out or defer the carries. He wanted those carries. He believed that he could get the score, and he did.
And as you mentioned, kicking the ball now. The kick is up. The kick is good, and suddenly one score away from a tie game. Snohomish gets the extra point to bring it to within 20-14.
As the Rainier Beach coaches are on the field talking it over with the defense. Coach Corey Sampson must not be pleased with the defense with 2 unanswered straight points.
Now, outside of looking pretty good in that first quarter with a couple of big strikes, Snohomish has got their footing, and Beach is going to have to make an adjustment. They opened up the game hitting a lot of quick passes. Of course, we had that storm, and that probably slowed that down a little bit. The rain is still coming down. The wind is still blowing, not quite as bad. And as soon as I say that, it picks right back up. But Beach is going to have to either figure out how to continue that short passing game here in the rain, or they're going to have to make some headway on the ground here. And Snohomish is looking pretty confident out there right now.
I would too if you score 2 unanswered straight points. Definitely in basketball, I would be pretty hype.
So behind the strong running game, Kyle Larson initially, and then Vandergrind consistently hitting it up between the tackles. A little squib kick. This one is grabbed by Holloway. Holloway will lay it down here at the 41-yard line, and that is where Beach will start their possession, their second possession of the second half with 5:50 to go, a 6-point lead.
Yeah, I don't know if these kicks are on purpose, but we are seeing a lot of squib and pooch kicks. So I believe that one looked to be kicked deep, but obviously it didn't go well.
Chance Guadez, and that is his name because his mama told me so. and don't mess it up again. It's low. The snap is low. Over there on the screen pass over to the side to Jalen Green, and it's a pickup of about 6 or 7 over there. And that's the short passing game, Jeremy, that was so successful for them in the first half.
Yeah, Rainier Beach looks like they are getting back to that. The running game was pretty good for Rainier Beach too. But Snohomish defense has emphasized in their run defense and has put a stop to that. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left as the Rainier Beach offense goes onto the field.
Guadez hands off inside to Skytrey Humphrey. Humphrey breaks the tackle and gets pretty close to that first down mark with the extra effort. We'll see.
Well, they're spotted.
It might be a little bit short, so again, third down.
Yeah, it looks short right there, Tony.
About half a yard to go. Guadez gets the snap, hands the ball off inside. That's going to be a first down and a couple of extra. Scott J. Humphrey. And that'll make it first down at about the 48-yard line of the Snohomish Panthers. And so Beach now getting something going on offense. 3 receivers to the right side. Jalen Green over there in the slot, cuts across the middle, finds a player on the left side with the pass. And that's Caleb Presley down the left sideline. Pickup of about 12. Jeremy, and again, you talked about the speed earlier and made somebody miss and made something out of nothing down there.
Yeah, Caleb Presley, highly recruited cornerback. Making plays with his legs. As I said, we know what he can do on defense. He can take over a whole side of the field if you let him.
Guadez with the ball over the left side to Scott Trey Humphrey. Runs right through somebody.
Huge hit. Huge hit. As a fan said, they didn't want no parts. They didn't want no parts of that. I sure didn't want no parts of that.
At this point, they're probably making sure all the parts are still working. Humphrey gets the first down. As Beach is on the move now, working methodically down the field. Again, inside handoff to Humphrey over the left side. Staying with Humphrey and Josh Connolly over there. And after some forward progress, Humphrey stopped and rolled backwards, but I think they'll give him a pickup of about 3 on that play. That'll make it about 7. And Humphrey comes out into the game. Humphrey comes out. We'll see who's in the backfield. 8 seconds on the play clock. 7 seconds, 6-5. Better get the playoff. 3. They do get the playoff. Guadez looks to the right side.
Looks for Gronka.
Gronka down there. Pass is almost picked off as Gronka kind of got his hands on it. The ball hung up at about the hip for a second or two, and Snohomish player saw it, tried to get it, and finally it bounced harmlessly to the ground. But
3rd down and 8 coming up. Looked to be a touchdown right there for Rainier Beach, but Alex Bronca could not come down with the ball.
Nice pass there by Guadez saying, you know what, you're double covered, Bronca, but Ellis, I'm going to give you an opportunity to make a play here. Almost did. 3rd down now and about 7 to go. Beach inside handoff and nowhere.
Fumble.
Loses the ball. Holloway throws it up, kind of coughs it up. Rainier Beach is going to recover that, but oh man.
That would have been a big momentum changer for Snohomish as they look to get 3 straight stops on the Rainier Beach offense. Snohomish with the turnaround.
So this is probably 4 down territory for Rainier Beach. It's 4th and about 7 to go at the 33-yard line. And then and so because he fumbled forward, they're going to mark that where he was originally downed at. So that's going to take it back now to about the 35, almost the 36-yard line. It's 4th and 11. Guadez looks back, fires over to the right side. Pass is knocked down. It was a little short, intended for Jalen Green, but all over that was Gavin Maynard for the Snohomish Panthers. And yes, for the 3rd consecutive time now, Snohomish has stopped Rainier Beach's offense, and they'll take over on downs from their own 36-yard line. And now, Jeremy, we're going to see what this Rainier Beach defense is made of.
Yeah, there is a reason that Snohomish made it to the playoff. They have seemed to turn it around. Rainier Beach's early lead looks like it didn't faze them that much as they look to probably take over the lead themselves.
Well, as we know, if you're a Seahawks fan, comebacks happen.
We've all witnessed a comeback, maybe 1 or 2.
And so Snohomish now with the ball on their own 36-yard line. A touchdown and an extra point from taking the lead with 3:23 here left to go in the 3rd quarter. And you know, Jeremy, I think this rain has played into the hands of the Snohomish Panthers. It's turned into the kind of game that they wanted. Just physical, and let's just mash and play some smash mouth football.
Definitely.
And Vandergrind, speaking of which, again up the middle, spins again. Vandergrind, hard to bring down. Again, Vandergrind, a lot of bite in that dog. Maybe not a lot of big, but a lot of bite in the 5'8", 170-pound senior from Snohomish as he picks up 7 yards on 1st down, 2nd and 3. And now you've got a Rainier Beach player that jumps offside. That's going to add 5 more yards. That's going to make it a 1st down. And Jeremy Beckwith, the Snohomish Panthers are on the move.
Yeah, Snohomish looks to be turning the tables. Really heavy on that right side. Have not seen a lot of plays going to the left side. As number 5, Caleb Presley is over there.
2 people in the backfield. Again, the inside handoff. Again to Vandergrind. We see a flag thrown in the area that might be holding. If not, that's going to be another 1st down for Snohomish. But we'll see what this flag is all about here. 2:48 here to go in the 3rd quarter. And we've got holding call on Snohomish. And so that will at least temporarily put a stop to the Snohomish running game, which has been battering Beach right up the gut.
Yeah, Snohomish run game has had the Beach defense on their feet. Number three, Joshua Vandergrind. Will get the ball again, and
Vandergrind up the middle, and Beach is there this time. A trio of Beach players there to make the stop.
looks like Rainier Beach has figured something out here. Looks like they figured it out. Maybe this once, maybe more.
3 players to the left side of the field, 1 in the backfield for Hammer. Hammer, the lefty, fakes, then pumps it up, looks long. That pass floats up in the air. Oh, and number 20 almost got his hands on it and made the reception for Snohomish, Mason Orgill, and a late flag was thrown. The referees are going to talk about this. The ball hung up in the air and just kind of fluttered.
I believe this is offensive. There's no way they can call this on the defense. Number 4, Wyatt Doran is holding Caleb Presley. As I was right, it's an offensive holding, offensive pass interference by Wyatt Doran. Caleb Presley with amazing coverage. As we have noted, he is highly recruited at that cornerback position.
The ball fluttered and floated up in the air, and a bunch of players from both teams went after it like it was a Hail Mary. And again, as you mentioned, Presley was being held by Doran, and that'll go against the Panthers. So after coming out on this third possession and making some headway, a couple of penalties now have kind of stalled that drive and have Snohomish back on their heels. And so the Rainier Beach defense, at least so far, has risen to the occasion of this particular drive, trying to protect a 6-point lead with 2 minutes and 4 seconds left here in the third quarter.
I agree. Rainier Beach's defense has got back to what they were like in the fourth quarter, having a shutout in that first quarter. Number 13,
All right, 3
Cale
down
Hammer.
linemen.
13, Cale Hammer back.
And off inside to Larson. Larson's been the hot hand. Larson around the right side. Pickup of about 4 or 5, and that's going to be all she wrote this time as he stopped at the 45-yard line and needed to get to the 41 of Rainier Beach, and that's going to be about, 13 yards, 4th down, and looks like Snohomish is going to bring on the punt team this time.
Yes, the cheerleaders are not in the flood base, but some fans are. Maybe a little encouragement right there.
Platform pool.
Platform pool. I like that name better. Back to return, Caleb
Kick is
Presley.
off. Might have been touched by a player, and finally
We need a touchdown, Tyler!
jumped on down there as the ball may have been touched, but down at the 18, and that's where Rainier Beach will start now with 1:14 left here.
One thing I would like to see from Rainier Beach's side is get the big target, Jalen Green, some more touches. As we noted in the first half, he has a 5'9" corner. Running him tends to look like a disadvantage, but number two, Cole Taylor did break up a pass on Green.
Yes, he did. He held his own on that particular shot into the end zone. Beach lines up with 3 players to the right side. Guadez gets the ball. Looks like a screen pass again, that short game. And a Bronco with the ball up the right side. Bronco puts his head down and says, I'm not going out of bounds. Takes it up to the 35-yard line. And once again, Beach is on the move and sitting to my immediate left, Mr. Rainier Beach and Mr. 42nd Street. Bundled up, but we see you. Lee Jackson. That cold to shut you down.
Three receivers to the left, Rainier Beach's offense.
Guadez again with the short pass. This one intended for Jalen Green, but and when I say short, this time it was actually short. It was about 2 feet short of the intended target. Jalen Green was out there open, but just needed a little put a little more oomph on that, though. But that's a difficult throw, that crossfield throw, Jeremy. You don't get that ball there, and you're looking at a pick six.
Definitely. I actually think there was a little miscommunication by Guadez and Green. I believe it was supposed to be a screen pass, but Jalen Green thought otherwise. As Rainier Beach is at the 2nd and 10.
Guadez again, short pass. This time complete to Green. Green turns right, then turns left. No room. Short pickup there, and that's going to make it 3rd and about 8 for Beach.
I think they ran the same play there, except there was actually some communication. Jalen Green caught the pass right there.
It didn't look like that was what the play preceding that one was supposed to be, but that time Panthers had it sniffed out. So 31 seconds here to go in the 3rd quarter. Beach.
Rainier Beach looking at a 3rd and 7. Guadez back in the backfield.
Guadez with the little fly sweep and drops the ball. Whoa, Caleb Presley just drops the ball untouched in the backfield again. It's still pouring down rain. The field is wet, the ball is wet, and that's going to result in a loss back there and make it 4th down for Beach. And they will probably, I'm guessing, punt this back to Snohomish.
Yeah, I do agree. The Snohomish defense with another shutout in the quarter. They have changed my take on the game.
So 6 seconds, 5 and 3 and 2, and we're going to hit triple zeros here. And so at the end of the 3rd quarter, Jeremy, Snohomish slowly ramming their way back into this game, down 6, 20-14. Mr. Daniel Bellis, what's going on?
Well, things have resumed over there in Mountain View, and after several 3-and-outs by both squads, both Prep and Mountain View have cashed in touchdowns, and it is currently 24-21, with the Seattle Prep Panthers only up by 1 field goal. 3rd quarter, 7:54 left in the 3rd there. Also just kicked off. Edmonds, Woodway, and Peninsula, each of them have cashed in 1 touchdown in the 1st quarter. 3 minutes left there, 7-7. Number 14 seeded Spanaway Lake already up 2 touchdowns over Kingco Team Liberty. It is 14-0 Spanaway over Liberty.
All right, thank you, Mr. Bellis. The tournament of 32 working its way to 16. And the Metro representation strong thus far, as you mentioned, more Wesco teams, including this Snohomish Panthers team. And trying to say, hey, wait a minute, Metro. There were 7 of us invited to this party for a reason. Beach still holding on to that 6-point lead. The ball 4th down. And again, Guadez steps back into pooch punt formation. Gets off again, another
That's actually a good
quick
punt.
And this one is picked up.
Oh,
and
he
bobbled
touched it.
by Vandergrind. Bobbled again, the ball's loose. Beach picks up the ball. It's in the end zone. Touchdown for Beach. Touchdown for Beach off the punt. Touchdown by Wade Proctor. Picked up the loose ball. Got into the end zone. Fumble. Touchdown. Oh, what a turnaround for Beach. Vandergrind had the ball. It was bouncing on the ground. Instead of letting it roll, decided to pick it up. Bobbled it. Got hit by a Beach player and fumbled it.
I actually believe that was Namir Robinson on the recovery, but they are going to rule it down.
And it does look like they are ruling it down.
Rainier Beach cannot catch a break as their fans are heartbroken by this call.
Beach will get position, but the touchdown will be called off. And Beach will have possession just outside the 12-yard line to start this drive with 11:50 here to go, and the fourth quarter fireworks, lightning, whatever you want to call it, is happening on the field. And Beach fans up in arms.
Are not pleased about this call. Number 0's father, Nate Robinson, screaming for his life at the refs. And the refs seem to be talking, but they seem to be set on their decision that the ball was down. I don't know how they thought that was, because I definitely thought that Namir Robinson was up and not down.
Well, it certainly looked like you said, it was Robinson picked that ball up on the bounce on his feet and continued on into the end zone, and that was a loose ball. Maybe something happened before then where a player was down and a knee was down and the ball was touched. Either way, the touchdown is wiped off the board. And it'll be first down, Rainier Beach at the Snohomish 12-yard line. Guadez in the backfield. Bronca far to the left with one-on-one coverage. Handoff inside to Scott Trey Humphrey. Pickup of about 2, maybe 3. Down to the 10-yard line. That ball was initially on the 13. So that's a pickup of about 3. Second down, and
once again, Rainier Beach with great field position, looking to take advantage. They're looking for 6. I don't think they're looking for nothing less.
And the turnover, of course, presents the perfect opportunity to be capitalized upon right now by Beach. Again, Guadez in the shotgun. Keep an eye out for Jalen Green. Humphrey in the backfield. Humphrey with the ball. Humphrey drives. Humphrey still on his feet. Humphrey, teammates behind him trying to push him forward. And he gets to about the 6-yard line, maybe the 7, to be about 3 yards short of what could be a first down and 7 yards short of what would be a touchdown for the Rainier Beach Vikings.
Yes, as you saw, Rainier Beach looked to push the pile, as Snohomish did with Vandergrind in the first half. Didn't work like Vandergrind's push, but I like it. Team using other teams' tactics.
So that'll be about 3.5 yards to go for the first down. About 7.5 for a touchdown. Third down for Beach, up 20-14 and threatening. And there's the pass, wide open, touchdown. The Rainier Beach Vikings, and I can't see the number. Is that Robinson?
That is Namir Robinson.
And Namir Robinson, wide open over there, grabs the ball and strolls into the end zone, and so the Vikings answer.
As I said, Rainier Beach was looking for 6, and they got 6 to kind of slow down Snohomish's push at the lead. Kind of spread out the lead, 26-14, and the offense is still on the field. Look like they're going for 2.
And they are apparently going to go for 2 here, up 26-14. Humphrey in the backfield. Guadez takes a snap, gives it to Scott Trey. Scott Trey straight up the middle. Nobody's touching that freight train. 2-point conversion, and that will make it 28-14 now, turning it back into a 2-score game for the Rainier Beach Vikings. Oh boy, what a turn of events, Jeremy.
Yes, and the score is back to straight 7s, 28-14. Rainier Beach back on the board after being scoreless that whole second quarter. Snohomish defense kind of put a stop, and Rainier Beach just scored, and the Snohomish offense looks to score themselves. But Kyle Vandergrind kind of fumbled right there. But I believe he is focused right now and will focus on recovering this ball.
And so, again, it was a punt by Guadez. And the punt, a nice punt, hit the ground and started rolling towards the end zone. Joshua Vandergrain instead of letting it roll, decided, hey, I'm going to grab this and see if I can make something out of this, and bobbled the ball, then got it back, and then was hit by a Beach player and fumbled the ball. The ball was picked up and ran into the end zone. The touchdown was called off. Beach got the ball at the 12, and a few plays later, Amir Robinson catches the pass and walks into the end zone. Scott Trey Humphrey barrels into the end zone for 2 points, and now Beach with a 2-touchdown lead at 28-14 with 10:41 here to go in the game.
And people are yelling from the stands. Oh, no.
Appreciate short kick.
Oh.
Bobble. The ball is on the ground again.
One person looked like he was going to return it, but decided last minute to bail.
And so the ref is saying, the sideline umpire is saying the ball will be retained by the Snohomish Panthers at the 45-yard line. And again, Beach has been kicking that ball everywhere except where you think it's going to go. And this time they almost got the kickoff back. Snohomish, though, ends up with good field position at their 45-yard line. Better move those sticks before you start this play. And they do.
And a timeout for, I believe, Rainier Beach.
With 10:38 here to go, the timeout on the field. And Jeremy showed, I'd say about the two-thirds of the quarter through the second quarter, Snohomish actually started to turn this game around, and even into the second half, had all of the momentum going their way. And that fumble right there by Vandergrind, which led to a score right now, Jeremy, that looms large.
Yes, and I don't know how these players are playing sleeveless or legless, because my legs are frozen, I would say. But Vandergrind, tough kid. He has experienced a lot of runs, a lot of big runs, and he is shirtless too. Well, sleeveless, I mean.
All right, Hammer hands the ball off inside as Snohomish chooses to stay on the ground. I think that was Gavin Maynard.
Number 11, yes, Gavin Maynard.
Short pickup of about 2. Plenty of time left, though, 10 minutes and 20 seconds, but you do need 2 scores, and ultimately you're probably going to have to put the ball in the air. We'll see.
Well, yes, we have seen Snohomish go for big runs, so
and again, who is that man? 5'8", 170-pound Joshua Vandergreen, again making tough yards happen. And I believe that's going to be a first down. Are they saying no, a little short of the first down? That's going to make it 3rd and about 1 here. Manageable, but big Josh Connolly on the inside. They run away from him. Vandergrind cuts it back up in the middle.
They believe it's Rainier Beach believes it fumbled.
And that's ultimately going to depend on the spot where the referee looks like he's saying the ball is, as they unpile down there. It's going to look like a first down. I think that is a first down, and the referee, the white hat.
And the fumble was recovered by Snohomish.
First down. And again, the referees stop the clock here. With 9:03 left to go in the game, Snohomish now moving the ball on the Rainier Beach 45-yard line. The wind giving us a break, but the rain is resilient and unyielding, and it's cold.
Yeah, it is cold. Can't move my legs at all. Wish I would have brought me some hand warmers.
All right, Hammer back to left. He fakes left. Looks long. Player down there, but he's covered. Ball falls short. And the pass was grabbed or dropped. What are they going to call it?
Oh, they called a
And now
flag.
there's a late flag in. And so it looks like potentially we might have interference. The pass was a little short. Snohomish player made the adjustment. Couldn't tell if he caught it or trapped it. Either way, there's a flag down there now, and they're calling pass interference on Rainier Beach.
That's unfortunate for Rainier Beach. They believe that was good coverage. So do their fans as they're chanting right now. Oh, well, no. It seems to be a penalty on Snohomish.
And they're going to walk that off from the line of the scrimmage. It's not from the point of the foul. And so they'll walk off the 15 yards, and that'll go from the 45 down to the 30 now for Snohomish. First down, 8:45 here to go, down 14. And Snohomish, Jeremy, attempting to go to that passing game. They have to. Got a break there with the pass interference. Hammer, the lefty again, short screen pass. Vandergrind puts a move, shakes and bakes, picks up a few extra yards again. Vandergrind, and Jeremy, I'm not sure what he's shifty, he's strong, and seems to fall forward.
I believe he's strong. He's running hard. He's kind of like a do-it-all running back receiver.
And off inside again. This time, Vandergrind is met at the line of scrimmage, and that was Jamil Bellaford, 205-pound linebacker for Rainier Beach.
Right next to him is number 20, Miles Damon, former teammate of mine.
A pretty good basketball player in his own right.
Yeah.
Hammer drops back. Lefty's under pressure. Fires the pass off. It completes it to Vandergrind. Vandergrind again. Dodges a couple of tacklers. Spins right, spins back left. And you got to like that kid, Vandergrind. Again, maybe not a lot of size in that dog, but a lot of bite in him.
Yeah. I might change my my type to shifty because that was a great move by Vandergrind.
And Vandergrind, met hard. Vandergrind met hard in the hole there, and I'm trying to get that number. And that again
21.
was 21. And I believe that was
Jamil
again Jamil Bellaford laying the wood on Vandergrind.
Rainier Beach is trying to put all that
And
running
again,
to the
a
side.
fly sweep around the left side, and that wasn't going to go anywhere. That one was stiffed out. That was Mason Orgel trying to get around the left side, and Beach had that one strung out and ended up running Orgel out of bounds. .702 left here in the game. Snohomish threatening. And apparently we've got a player down, and I believe that's Caleb Presley down there near the Rainier Beach sideline, and he gets up off of the knee and takes his helmet off. So third down now and 10 for Snohomish. Hammer back to pass, has time. The lefty now flushed out of the pocket, says go into the end zone. We've got a flag down. Ball's up in the air. Pass is intercepted or knocked down. Hard to tell.
It is caught by Snohomish, actually. By number 4, Wyatt Dorn. But there is a flag, so depending on who this flag is on, we will determine the call.
So again, Hammer floats a pass up into the end zone. A few players back there. Snohomish player ends up coming down with it. I couldn't tell. But an illegal block by the Snohomish Panthers will bring that back. And
that is very unfortunate for Snohomish as they look to gain momentum again going into the fourth quarter with nearly 7 minutes, 6:52 to be exact.
And now the clock is going to be a bigger factor for Snohomish. Third and about 27 to go for a first down. Hammer backs up, looks into the end zone, can't find anybody, flushed out to the left side, and he's going to be sacked. He's going to be sacked back at the 47-yard line of Rainier Beach.
But a
got
flag.
a flag down as well.
A lot of flags by the referees as the Rainier Beach audience is not pleased by this. It looks to be on the offense. Maybe an illegal person down the field.
And it looks like whatever it is, they're waving it off.
Costly penalties are costing Snohomish a score here as they are really behind their original spot as it is fourth down
and about 700 yards to go.
Fourth down and 44 to be exact. I would no doubt think that this would be a punt. That's very unfortunate.
Well, with 6:45 left here in the game, you don't really want to get in. The snap is a little high, but they get it. Punt is off, and that punt again kind of shanked off to the left side, so we'll see where the referee decides to mark it. Just at about the 28, 29, and then they move up a little bit more and make it 30 now. So that's where Beach will take over with 2 touchdown leads, 6:38 to go, 28-14. Beach in front, loser out game. This is playoff football right here. Snohomish coming down here to Leon H. Brigham Field, Memorial Stadium, taking on the Rainier Beach Vikings, and just no quit in Snohomish. Beach with the ball now, 6:38 to go. This seems like Scott Trey Humphrey time. And the ball's on the ground again. You know, Jeremy, with the rain and the wind and, it looks like they're trying to change balls as frequently as possible to keep those balls dry. But as we can tell, players have just had a hard time handling the football today.
Yeah, Tony, I've seen the same thing. I've had a hands-on experience with the wet balls when I played football in Little League. I indeed tried to catch one, dropped it, had to take off the gloves. Even that still didn't work because it was very slippery. But yeah, Rainier Beach has had a problem with that all night. A fumble by Caleb Presley, fumble by Chance Guardias, and yeah, I get it that they're trying to keep the ball as dry as possible, but with the rain going, the rain will affect, as it's a long timeout on the field. 6:30 to go, with your score being the Rainier Beach Vikings 28, the Snohomish Panthers 14 in the fourth quarter of this playoff action.
So Beach back out on the field now with the ball. Three players split out to the right side. I doubt he puts this up in the air. Doesn't, of course, hands it off inside to Scott Trey Humphrey. Humphrey pushes his way forward. And again, a whistle. I don't see any flags, but we have a timeout. Timeout, Snohomish. And so Snohomish is going to try to call a timeout now. And again, it's going to be that clock that is now also working against Snohomish, along with the 2 touchdown deficit.
Indeed. And as I see to my left, number 6, Shockey Davis, back out on the field with not a cramp. It wasn't a key injury. Ooh, that would be a big loss for the Vikings, as he is one of their most valuable weapons. Can use his speed to get a touchdown anytime he wants.
Good to see Shockey Davis back up and back out on the field again.
His teammates Amir Cornett go over to accompany him and welcome back on the field. Don't worry, Shockey, your team's still up. Even though Snohomish had some momentum in the first half, which led them to score their 14 points. But we are back on the field. Chance Guadiez lines up in the backfield. Behind him is Scott Ray Humphrey, 3 wide receivers to the left.
6:22 to go. Guadez asks for the ball. Guadez gets the ball. Guadez with kind of a dangerous pass there that's picked up by Bronca. Almost dropped the pass and then dropped for a few loss of yards, and that play looked bad from the outset.
And on the ground is Ellis Bronca.
And kind of turned around. There wasn't necessarily the hit, just a little awkward, but good to see him get up. Sometimes with the turf, strange things can happen.
Yeah, it can tend to get slippery on the turf, no doubt about it. Well, I would say turf has more grip than grass, but
Well, I tell you, Jeremy, if we were on a grass field right now, it would be a muddy mess.
yeah, thank goodness we have turf. We got the fake mud.
So it looks like, again, with the player injury, we have a referee's timeout on the field right here. Beach still up by 14. Snohomish back out there now.
4th and 14 for the Vikings. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Rainier Avenue Radio World, your home for high school football. It's me, Tony B, joining me, our intern, Jeremy Beckwith. Over there on the camera, Lourdes Prim. We are very proud of our high school internship program here at Rainier Avenue Radio. Guadez now backs up the 4th down into the pooch punt formation. Kicks it, gets it off. Nice punt over to the right side. Nobody back for Snohomish. And Jalen Green just downs the ball at the 45, 6-yard line. And Snohomish with 6:02 left to go in the game, down 2 scores. We'll start from there.
Yeah, I miss calling out Jalen Green's name. I would love to see Beach get him some more touches, which I believe they will have another possession because Rainier Beach's defense has been stopping the Snohomish offense of late. But 6 minutes ago, Snohomish looks to score.
Hammer with the ball again. The lefty drops back, looks downfield, and the pocket collapses on Hammer with, again, a number of different players in there. Big Josh Connerly will probably get credit for that sack.
And on the ground, who was in on the tackle, was number 50, Dallas Afalava. Sorry if I butchered his name right there.
Hammer again back, chased in the backfield. Eludes the sack, but again grabbed up and slammed down on the field by number 50. That man again, Dallas Afalava, making his presence felt. Hey, if you're going to just drop back and pass it, I'm going to pin my ears back and come after you, bro. Alfalafa with another big play, making it 3rd down now and about 20.
This is not the possession Snohomish thought they would have.
And Hammer again drops back, looks for a screen, nothing there, does get the screen, and Vandergrind drops the ball. Had the entire front 4 of the Rainier Beach Vikings sucked in and dropped it off to Vandergrind, and Vandergrind couldn't hold on to it. Vandergrind been having a really good game, though.
To the right side, I see Ellis Bronca riding down the sideline, getting warmed up. Getting warmed up off the leg. Little mishap. I believe he is well, stretching it out. But then again, Snohomish stopped with 4th and 21. Rainier Beach defense has picked it up. As I see, Jalen Green is on the field.
And Hammer drops back, finds an open receiver, Vandergrind, way short of the first down. Vandergrind struggles, tries to get away. Gang tackled by Beach players, and Joshua Vandergrind is relentless.
Yeah, that was the stop Rainier Beach needed. I would imagine that they would keep it on the ground for the next 4 minutes, even though they are in Snohomish's territory. Above the 50.
4:35 left, Jeremy, in a 2-touchdown lead. I don't anticipate they're going to be putting the ball in the air very much, and they're probably going to stay in the center of the field.
Yes, but you do see wide receiver Jalen Green going back on the field.
Jalen Green is going to take up position out there on the far right side. And handoff inside. Scott Trey Humphrey breaks the tackle, pushes forward. Pickup of about 5, maybe 6, maybe even 7 if they give him forward progress. And although Beach is making their way to the line, 20 seconds on the play clock, they're back in the huddle now. And I think that they are going to take as much time off of the play clock as they can. Beach lines up in formation. Caleb Presley over to the left side. Humphrey in the backfield. 6 seconds, 5 seconds on the play clock. Snap is low, bounces on the ground. Scott Trey Humphrey picks it up. Oh, boy, that again. The ball is causing problems for people, Jeremy.
Yeah, a lot of low snaps. A lot of low snaps by Rainier Beach.
Fortunately, that ball skidded into the hands of Scott Trey Humphrey, who was able to make a little something out of it. That's going to be 3rd and about 4 right now. And the clock still moving. 3:20, 3:19, 3:18. Snohomish down by 2 scores, trying to save their timeouts. Beach probably going to keep the ball on the ground. 3rd and 4. They let that 3-2 play clock get all the way down to 1. Humphrey with the ball again, right up the gut, pickup of about 1 or 2. That'll make it 4th down and about 2 yards to go. Under 3 minutes now. And Beach content to take their time in this loser-out playoff game. Snohomish, I would imagine if they stop Beach here on 4th down, well, they're gonna have to go to the air on offense if they stop Beach here on this 4th down. And everybody kind of stands around. Scott Trey Humphrey gets the handoff, gets the 1st down, and everybody was just kind of standing around, Jeremy.
I actually think that was on purpose to confuse the defense, as it did work. I have seen that before in football. Yeah, that did work for the Vikings. As the clock is still running.
And the clock is running. And Beach again. Taking their time. 6 seconds on the play clock. 2, 1. Ball is snapped. Again handed off inside to Scott Trey Humphrey. And Humphrey again forward for about 8 yards, maybe 9. 1:45 left to go.
As the Viking fans cheer as the clock goes down. I see cornerback Amir Cornett at a receiver now. It seems that the Rainier Beach athletes can do a little both too.
10 seconds on the play clock now. Again, they'll let that go all the way down. 6, 5, 4. And ball is snapped. Handoff, shockingly. Again, Scott Trey Humphrey up the middle.
Yeah, Scott Trey Humphrey looks like He's trying to add to his stat sheet by getting another touchdown on the ground. Running hard for the Vikings.
And another first down by Rainier Beach. 102, 101, 60, 59, 57 seconds left. 20 seconds still on the play clock. And again, Rainier Beach in no hurry, and Snohomish not calling a timeout. Guadez will take the stand, hands the ball off again. Scott Trey Humphrey. Another pickup of about 6-7 yards for Scott Trey Humphrey. 35 seconds left to go. One more second on the play clock. So essentially they can just run the clock out here without even snapping the ball, but they're going to go ahead and line up. And look to the end zone, and there's Jalen Green, and the pass falls incomplete. That's going to stop the clock. And so we have 16 seconds left as Guadez tried to get one in there to Jalen Green at the far corner of the end zone.
Yeah, I do not understand that call. I get it. Try to get one of your star players touchdown, but the game looks over. Why not end it now?
Yeah, and so that stops the clock with 16 seconds left. So on 3rd and 6, they will have to run another play. And, well, we'll see. I mean, I'm not lined up in the victory position. And so, yes, Guadez does take a knee. Clock never actually started. It does now. And that's going to be it. That's going to do it. 10 seconds left. Players talking and meeting. And after a rough tumble game, that's good to see. 2-1, triple zeros. That's it. And Garfield will move on in the state tournament round of 32 to the round of 16. 5 Metro League teams advance. I think that's going to be maybe 3-3 now for Westco. We'll find out exactly. Mr. Bellis, want to give us a quick update?
That does make it 3-3 for Westco, but their 7th team is currently leading Peninsula 14-7. 2:32 left in the first half, and if Metro is going to seed 5 teams into the tournament, Prep needs to hold on, but they are up by at least 2 scores, 38-21, right here with 8:57 left in the game for Prep. They are up by, doing math real quick, 17 points with 8 minutes left. So Metro well on the way to giving their 5th team to go to the first round of state next week. And again, Edmonds Woodway up by 1 score. Spanaway Lake is handling their game against King County opponent Liberty. It's 27-7 there. 3 minutes left in the first half. So it looks like Spanaway will probably move on. And joining at state will be Bellevue, Eastside Catholic, Yelm, O'Day, Kennewick, Marysville Pilchuck, Arlington, Mount Spokane, Garfield, Lakes, Stanwood, and Kelso.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Bellis. Again, your final score, 28-14. Rainier Beach advances to the round of 16 state tournament on behalf of Lourdes Prem Jr. at Franklin High School, and also Jeremy Beckwith Sr. at Cleveland High School. Mr. Daniel Bellis and myself, Tony B., thank you for joining us here on Rainier Avenue Radio, your home for high school sports. We will be back with you next week, the round of 16. Mr. Bellis, do we know what's coming up next on the air right now?
Yes, actually, you can switch over right now. It started at 8 o'clock, so it'll be in progress. K-Fox Nightbeat with DJ Nastiness.
All right, that's it. That's all the time we have. That's going to do it for the kid. This is Tony B. saying, remember, whether you believe you can or whether you believe you cannot, you're probably right. We are out. Peace.